Hello students, let us continue chapter number 6. So today we are going to discuss our next topic, that is the world distributed among army groups. One of the most important aspects of the conflict of ideology was mutual distrust and sense of doubt on the intention of the rival group. Owing to fear born out of mutual distrust and doubts, both the powers established their own military bases. Led and inspired by America, Western democratic countries of the North Atlantic Ocean established a military organization called NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, in the year 1949 in April. Thereafter, to protect southeastern countries from the onslaught of the Soviet Union, communism, America and England established one more military organization in 1945, SEATO, Southeast Asia Treaty Organization. Russia established a military organization named Warsaw Pact against SEATO military organization. One more military organization, CENTO, that is Central East North Treaty Organization or Baghdad Treaty, was established in Middle Eastern countries under the leadership and inspiration of England. Here, various Arab countries joined CENTO. Later on, America took over its leadership. Now the next topic is armament, disarmament, nuclear weapon creation and its application. The Cold War situation, which emerged with an objective of gathering more and more power, gave rise to fierce competition among superpowers. Under this competition and fear, the superpowers aimed at continuously developing newer weapons and enlarging the military forces. In other words, armament became their topmost priority. For example, America was the first country to use atom bomb. To prove its supremacy in the world, it threw these bombs on two major cities of Japan, namely Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in the year 1945. Within next 4 years, the Soviet Union too proved its capacity of making atom bomb by conducting a nuclear test. This created a balance of power between the superpowers. Now, what is balance of power? Balance of power refers to the policy of a nation or group of nations to protect itself against rival nations by matching, that is balancing, its power against its rival nations. The nation does this by expanding its power through armament. Now, Cuban crisis. Cuba lies to the southeast of America near the Caribbean Sea. America feared that Soviet Union might launch nuclear missiles on America. So America declared a blockade of Cuba, which had a communist system of government. On the other hand, Soviet Union sent its ship loaded with nuclear missiles in the Caribbean Sea due to the fear of attack on Cuba by America. Thus, both the superpowers threatened each other to use nuclear weapons. The world was almost on the verge of a nuclear war. Finally, leaders of both the superpowers talked on hotline for the first time. Soviet Union decided to withdraw its ship from Caribbean Sea, and America also decided to take away nuclear missiles and aim towards Cuba. This way, the tension between the two superpowers decreased. This whole episode is known as the Cuban crisis in the history. Certain experts considered Cuban crisis as beginning of the end of the Cold War.
Now, America, the Soviet Union, and the Britain agreed on maintaining control over nuclear production, experiment, and proliferation. This agreement is known as Partial Nuclear Test Ban Treaty. France, of course, refused to sign this treaty. China also conducted a nuclear test in the year 1964 and refused to sign the treaty. This treaty imposed ban on conducting a nuclear test in open atmosphere. And of course, except communist China, the other four were already permanent members of the United Nations Security Council, possessing veto power. Apart from nuclear weapons and missiles, the superpowers have also developed chemical and biological weapons. These weapons of mass destruction can kill millions of people without damaging any materialistic wealth. People would die miserably while suffering from various diseases because of these lethal weapons. During these decades, many important and far-fetching changes took place in international politics. Owing to many reasons, the Cold War among superpowers also ended, and so the nuclear ban treaty helped in this concern. India has always welcomed this treaty, but it is always a supporter of disarmament. The world will be always in danger until the disarmament of lethal weapons is not done. Now student, I will explain you the further topic in my next video. Thank you.